Yes, yes, yes. Here we are.
Yes, yes. Why would not go live? This is a good little angle too. Hi guys, how is everybody?
My favorite mulatto. Astarte. People want to know who's playing behind. Mulatto Astarte. Always we have challenging technology, social media, but we gotta know all this stuff nowadays. Maybe exit and start all over again. Have to
I
exit the
guess I'm
whole
gonna
thing.
have to. We don't want to take too much of the people's time.
Yes.
Should go live.
It's like a never-ending technology. We can't
Okay.
rely on technology. We gotta rely on human being. Hey everyone.
Live.
Yes. I love Mulatto. I start. A lot of people ask me, that Ethiopian jazz from the 70s. It's amazing. You don't have the exit. Exit the whole thing. It's not in there.
No, but don't mind me, guys. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get things
Go to
go
the
live
those
on my
lines, the lines. The phone froze, but that's okay. We here, I'll share it with you. I know everybody want to hear, and we here with Double O, a model, a musician, a host, a mother, and
a
everything.
technical assistant.
Yes, multi triple pastor and a superwoman. Last time we were talking about being a superwoman. It's not fun, but we gotta do it. This is the century we're living in, where women have to do double, triple tasks. Still be a mom, still a worker, still community worker, still, active, be out there.
You're absolutely right. And we have the one and only Zion of Queen Sheba Ethiopian restaurant, one of the best places in town on Broadway Street. Not to mention Queen Sheba's Cafe,
Yes.
as well as Sheba Farms, which
Coming
helped
soon.
put on this wonderful event that we were so anointed to be a part of.
It
My
was
sister
amazing.
Queen,
We
because
did
of
it.
you.
We did it. No, we all did it. You guys helped. Everybody helped. That's what I say. It might be just one event, but there is a bit of everybody put that into it to make it happen. So it was such an amazing time. Everybody connected. We talked about everything. And Chris explained everything from retail. If you have not seen it, go into on my Facebook. We recorded everything on live where he was explaining what reparation was, and he did a good job.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the survey is still available up until September 3rd, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be available because we need to get people involved. Even though the it didn't end, but what we've been advocating and outreaching our community with the city ended to the survey program ended on the 28th. But we still have to create task force. We still have to get the people involved. So you still can go and give your survey until September. So the more people give the survey, the more the city will know what really our community needs and wants. Because everybody needs and wants is different. But if they don't know, they're not gonna just here you go check. It doesn't happen
Be
in
in the
the
policy.
building.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has to be a procedure where everyone can follow suit. Something that's organized, something that's straightforward, and I think that's the way to go. And we can get a lot more done that way.
Yeah, we actually did a lot. In 3 months they gave us, honestly, everybody did a good job.
Yes.
We all tried to reach out to our community. A lot of people didn't even know what reparation because they don't trust in the government, so they kind of gave up on it. So it was such an amazing reaching and talking to people, even what reparation means to them.
Oh, and Dr. Flo Crawford was in the building,
Yes.
and so was Assemblyman Kevin McCarthy. I mean, it was really a strong debate between both candidates.
Yes.
They both had a lot of strong points, And I'm just trying to be fair and unbiased because everybody has someone that they like to see. So I hope you guys got to catch and check out that
Yeah. So no fair and
tremendous
biased.
event. Yeah, we're not being fair and biased. Right?
Yeah, I love both of them.
Or we are
Honestly.
being fair and biased.
Yeah, I love Kevin McCarty. He's been supporting me for a long time, honestly, from my heart. He really made an effort to come and even put his money into he's been my customer for a long time. And he's been doing, trying to help me in even the business that I do. He's always there for me. I'm always hassling him because he's, in the assembly. So, and then he's always in the community. So we always questioning him, what is the reparation? Where is our community fund? Where is this? So he knows, he always hears from people like me and small businesses what really we're looking for. So, and then, we have Dr. Flo, amazing sister, we need black women. I really, really, believe in the city. We have amazing women there and men too, but we need that black woman force in there to make things change. Otherwise it will be business as usual. So I love that she's coming from a different angle and just to come and change things, because otherwise it will be business as usual. We'll always as a community left behind. I know Kevin would be a great job too, but as a woman, you know, I'm a little bit biased too. As a woman, because we want women. Because we're still not 50% with the men. When we're running 50% of the business, 50% of the government, then I believe really this world would be like a really better place.
Yeah, because it's 60% women to men anyway, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
And
it makes only sense that 50%
yeah,
part
absolutely.
of part of the movement.
Yeah, and we are nurturers. You see what I mean? We are givers. We give birth. We take care of the earth. We take care of the children. We take care of the men too. So if we are in business and we have the fund in our hands, we're taking care of everybody. You see what I mean? That's why it's important. We have to put our women into government, into businesses, and entrepreneurship. But if you want to be at home taking care of your children too, that's an amazing too.
That's
and
an honor as well.
and we gotta give even the men who do that. But at the same time, women, like we are, we have to be out there. That's why I support Dr. Flo as well. Whoever in there, we're still gonna make them accountable when it comes to what they would do for our community, regardless.
Now, what about Dr. Truth Bay?
Yes.
Our Dr. Truth Bay was in the building.
Yes, all the way from LA.
Pensacola.
She came traveling all the way from LA. We need that type of dedication for this event. It's not that she is such a busy person too, but she still came traveling all the way.
Team No Sleep, shout
Yes.
out. That's what she is. We
Yes.
got to get her shirts made because that was
Yes.
real talk.
Yes.
Says don't sleep.
And it was so a blessing to have her and just even to talk about where we're at
Right.
when it comes to our community at the federal level. Because I really believe nothing is coming back to the taxpayers' money, what we pay, we put out there, nothing is coming back to our community.
And that's
Maybe barely, maybe 0.11, but it's not enough. So what we came up with through the bill, we need to advocate for 1% from the federal
budget. No,
from the
county.
state, starting, and also from the also from the state level and the city level, and then from the county level. So we will be advocating for 1%. It's not that much, because we put most of 97% of our money goes out of our community.
That's right.
So how do we bring that money back into our community? Is through businesses, through nonprofit and entrepreneurship. So
And that was beautiful that she was touching on that. She also spoke about the House Resolution 194.
Yes.
That was really, really important to report on because it's an apology that was given. So with the apology comes some sort of recompense, and we're making ways to put our people together to spread the knowledge and to get back the ideas of what kind of policies, besides just giving out checks, or doing like how they did during the pandemic. Some people said just disperse a check or two. We can also start to give people
Mhm.
resources like free healthcare at a PPO or an HMO of your choice. It doesn't have to be some
Yeah.
government situation, and it'll be education behind things. So it was really beautiful
Yeah,
to see.
yeah. So we focused on also, we ask a lot of questions when it comes to what they're gonna do for food justice for our community, social justice, criminal justice. A lot of youth still in jail, and there's no cushion or rehabilitation or whatever when they come out, nothing for them. So we
Yeah.
advocating for the youth, and also our environmental justice. We talked about what they're going to do, especially when it comes to education and economic justice. So they
Especially.
both talked about that too.
Yes. So it was good to see things are starting to make way, and people who were doubting that this was going to happen, oh, it's happening.
Yes.
It's happening, and it's happening in a major way.
Yeah.
And then not only we had the one and only Chris Lodgenson, and Chris, he really put it down for us. He
Yes.
broke down what 1403 really means, and he was saying that this will be the Freedmen's Bureau that will connect the people to their family, and we're rooting for the diaspora too, the Pan African
Yes. Yeah.
diaspora, so that we can begin to put the pieces back together and create some sort of sister cities and connections with our different tribes or people back in Africa, and be able
Wherever
to
we
build up
at.
infrastructure like
Yeah.
how other cultures send money back home and send money back home, and then they're building up this and building up that, but we
Yeah.
don't we've lost that connection to be able to
Yeah.
send money back
Connect.
home or connect and build up
Yeah.
something and connect with America like every other country gets to do. And so we just feel this is really important.
Yeah. We gotta create a bridge to connect to us from here, Sacramento, to every different places that God, gave us the whole earth. So, yeah, so we can disguise but we need the operation, we need equity, we need all that to be able to do what we're planning to do, all the opportunity that is in our hand that we want to do. That's why we're not like, we don't want to be begging for reparation equity. This is what our ancestors paid for from the
Yes.
Africans, the African American who came in this country
And all
for
other people
400
are like
years.
standing on our backs of the ancestors that got sprayed with horror. I'm not going to
Yeah.
keep repeating all that horrific stuff. The
But it's
terror.
the truth.
But what is really being said is that this is in our DNA code, and it's like a problem for some people to you not feel terror or not turning off. But anyway, it's sad that they are seeing that we're dealing with a lot of post-traumatic slave disorder
Yeah.
stress in our communities, and uh,
That's why we need health equity.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
if we don't have the health equity in our community, a lot of people are traumatized from the 400 years, what has been done to them, even after slavery. And that all that stuff is needs,
the generational wealth lost, the land
Yeah.
taken, that brings me to well, first 1331, which is the fund, okay, and the fund, as Chris was explaining, will be like the way that the government can make sure that this money is always allocated to this program for the Freedmen's Bureau, and to get people, whatever it is, whatever policies
Yeah.
and procedures need to go on to take care of the descendants.
Yeah.
So,
That's why education is important, you know. So everything is out there for everybody to educate themselves. They can go to the Chris's website, yeah, CJEC, and then on my
hyphen
social,
official.
yeah, on my social media, Zion Tadessa or Zion Utopia Media. We've been talking about this the past few months now. Educate yourself, because God said, "My people perish from lack of education." So right now, it's there. 20 bills in this. So what is next? So we still have to
So
keep
now,
on going.
so now we have 1050, which was what I was getting to when I was talking about the eminent domain, and how people who have had their land lost, or their families removed forcibly, like what happened in Fillmore. And
Mm.
that's why they were making all that ruckus about having reparations for the Fillmore district in San Francisco. And
Yeah.
it's happening, even though it's like unbelievable that they've relocated so many people and have snatched generational wealth from so many people.
Mm.
And this is just one of those bills that will help those who have had to be forcibly removed. KQED, if you guys want to go on youtube.com,
Yeah.
KQED had this whole the Fillmore reparations. Just type that in and it'll probably come up. But yeah, it was a really good
Yeah.
documentary, and it spoke on how people came together in the end
Mm.
and were able to have a voice in their community and how they were being removed. And then in the end, they
Yeah.
still got kicked out, and there was a big separation between black and white neighborhoods. Seemed
Yeah.
like it
Yeah.
was pretty really. It was real. It was real.
I mean,
It was
that
real.
goes on when you look at the cities and the state. It's always, especially at the city level. That's why I say black people get involved. What's going on at the city level, under your nose. So if you don't know who your council member is, the district where you live, then we fail it. You
And
see
not
what I
only
mean?
that, but
That
these
means we're
people
not
came
making them
together.
accountable.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
people came together. When
Yes.
people come together, that's a mighty tool right there.
Yeah. It's
It
happening here
really
under
is.
our nose, like the Oak Park. You know, our
Yeah.
people are being moved out, and you know what I mean, because it's getting expensive. So it's happening in every city where black people are pushed out, so other community can be replaced in, and that should not be acceptable. And that goes on at the city level, what they pass the law and all that. That's what
Yes.
we gotta fight at the city level and at the state level before they get there. Once they get there, now they made it a law. Now over the status, and now they can come and take your property. Now they can remove you from, because you don't own that land. Most of our people in Meadowview, 80% of the ownership is not owned by the people, but most of our black community live there, but they don't even own their home. But
Yeah.
we fight, our people fight for, for the land that sometimes we don't even own. Location. I mean, Meadowview right now, Oak Park, they practically, what is it
I
called,
agree.
justification, whatever. That's what they're doing right now, and we let them because the policy has passed now. You see what I mean? Now you have no power. Then it's too late. So, but this 1050, like you were saying, the 10 or 50, that will create a policy to protect. You see what I mean? And own the property you've been living in for 30 years. Some people been living in that home for 20, 30 years and they still don't own that home.
And even worse, some people own that home and they got it somehow removed and sold right from under them and ended up renting their
Yeah.
homes back from somebody who supposedly bought their home.
Hmm. There's so much
And
going
it yeah, it really is. So
on. And
it's
then
going
if
to
they
be
don't,
interesting to see what pans out from 1050 as well.
yeah,
I know we're giving you guys just kind of a brief synopsis of what
yeah,
it is. It's really a lot more in depth and really great ideas. But we
yes,
need you guys to
to
give
get
us,
involved.
yes, your ideas. Type in something, leave us a comment. We love that. And we're going to be watching you guys, watching us too, so we
Yeah,
can answer back. This is live.
yeah, and get
Bring them
involved
on
really.
camera. Bring who on camera?
Step.
Oh, you want to bring somebody on camera? Emotep, you want to come on camera?
Should we? Yeah. But
But we
we'll
can't see it on
organize.
there
Yeah,
though.
when we
Yeah.
try to bring you right now, we just try to update everybody and then bring everybody once we're ready. We'll bring everybody to get involved. But you really can leave your suggestion, what needs to be done, especially at the city level when it comes to reparation. What is it would like to see? Do you like to see just people getting check or getting land or getting business
Right.
or healthcare or
What is it?
education?
Yeah.
What is important to you and your family and your community when it comes to reparation? Because it's really repairing. You know, when people say reparation, they get scared. Reparation, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's just, we're not saying like just give checks or people that repair the harm that been done. That needs fund equity. It's equity. That needs equity to repair the people that have been done to them. We have to pay for psychiatrists and psychologists if our mental is not working. They're not cheap. You see what I mean?
Yes.
They charge $200, $300 an hour. So our community cannot afford that. But that is that trauma that have been done to them. But whoever that community or government, that needs to be repaired uh, through healthcare, through education, through land, through cutting check, and whatever it is. Whichever way, the people need to be repaired for what they need, and what that is that to you. You could let us know, because the city needs to hear it, the state needs to hear it, because they're so disconnected to the community sometimes they serve. So that's why this survey is like, okay, what is for Alma, what you need when it comes to reparation. For middle age, for young people, it could be totally different what they need. This, for the elders, they need for their health care. Maybe the parents, we need education for our kids, the best education they could ever get. That option.
And to be able to find those options is what is most important. The knowledge is being hidden.
And it costs.
Those because if the knowledge was like, that's what Chris was saying, we have to learn policy, like you were saying, we have to learn these procedures so that we can navigate and get some things done in a most proficient way.
Yeah. Policy and legislation change. We gotta know what policy is, what legislation change is. If we don't know what policy is, then we are in trouble as a community, because that's the only way you can protect your community is through policy. Is our community protected? Are we safe? Are our kids safe outside there when they are black mothers always worried about their kids coming home safe, even alive? That's the policy we have to fight for. Until we get that, we need to fight for policy.
And then with that being said, we did have some fun. We had some delicious food by the one and only
Queen Shiva's
Ethiopian restaurant with the one and only Zion eating all that good eating, like the lion. Because I be devouring it. Good. It was
healthy,
so awesome.
Good food. What we believe, health is your wealth. And food is your medicine, so that's why we have food justice. For me, honestly, food justice is the most important part, because through food is what we heal as well. Exactly. Look at our community; it's a food desert, so we need to repair that too, and we need fund for that too. It's not free to have Queen Shiva every location. It's even hard to survive right here. Exactly. You see what I mean? Yes. Even though we serve plant-based food, healthy food, we have to make our food expensive, because everything is expensive. We're still buying. That's why we need to buy our land, grow our own food.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
So we can cut the whole value chain, so we can actually serve our community without community paying so much money. Yes. Farm to fork. So before Sacramento became a farm to fork capital, Queen Shiva been serving for 20 years a farm to fork food. So that's what we are about, while we feeding our community healthy food, healthy entertainment, healthy education, healthy everything, or the holistic health, our spiritual health, our mental health, our physical health. Yes. Our financial health is so very important for our community. Yes. That's what we work on every day. So we can have that holistic health, because if we are deficient on one of them, if our mental health is affected, how are we gonna? And if our spiritual, we're not connected to the God and the Father and the Holy Spirit, and then the spiritual health is important too, and our physical health. That's why health equity important in for our community, and also our financial health. We still only 3% of us in business. We need to be at least 20 to 30% of us in business for our community to have a healthy financial health.
And not just any business, like a real business where we are part of some force that can give you licensing Yeah, to build real company and infrastructure and have that kind of equity in you until you can pay off and bring other things back. So it's
Yes.
really going to be interesting to see what pans out. Also, we want to give a shout out to Dee Simon, who was in the
Yes.
building.
Oh
That was
my
wonderful to see her
gosh.
there.
Yeah, she actually made an effort to drive. She had things going on in Auckland too. This is
Yeah,
what
she's
we
a
need, like
magnificent
people
woman.
really making an effort to get
Hmm.
out of their comfort zone and do the stuff. Our life goes on too. I have like 10 things going on, but we really got to make an effort like she did. Drove all the way from LA. She didn't have to do that. Still had things going on in Auckland, and she came with her mom, and that's the type of thing, amazing things. There's so many people out there who are doing that type of
Yes.
work, and we
Yeah.
appreciate her.
We really do. And we
Yeah.
also have Mr. Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis is amazing. I love
Hmm.
Lewis's music. Why don't we support music like his? Why are
Yeah.
we supporting music that does not serve our community? This is what I mean. They push music that is really destroying our youth deliberately, but they would not promote music that is positive for our community, positive energy, positive education through music. That's what we
Yes.
were before. Before
Yes.
they took over the industry, the music industry that we didn't even own. Now they're pushing music that they don't push into their community, but they're pushing it to our community. Do you see what I mean? Now
Mm-hmm.
because they have to make money, because these companies, they do not, they own our music, they own the musician. Now they only push the music that really destroys our community, where we have people like Mr. Lewis who they do not even push his music because it's uplifting our community.
Well, hopefully Mr. Lewis will get some more plays because
Yeah,
he was
please.
cool.
He's amazing.
And right
And
after
we gotta
him,
support him.
Double O hit the stage and everybody went,
Yeah,
"What?"
I was there having fun with you
You
too.
was
So
jamming
you gotta
too.
do the 50, sing it for us. That was, you know what? Me and Dr. We were listening to it, Dr. Truth
Tupac.
in the car.
Yeah.
Like we were like, the song could not get out of our head. I swear. Going, hey, mama. What was the other one?
That land was hard for me to find.
Uh-huh.
Can't get it out of my mind.
Yes.
That land was hard for me to find. They promised you 40 acres and a mule. They promised you 40 acres and a mule.
Yes, we want that back.
We was jamming though.
Yes,
It was fun.
it was fun. So we that was amazing. We gotta do it next time. We're gonna bring hundreds and thousands
Yeah.
of people to really work this amazing work that we're doing. Repairing. That's a heavy work.
And it's muy importante, as
Yeah.
I like to say from time to time, because without people coming together and realizing that we are so much stronger, we have so much talent and so much to offer, and the knowledge needs to be spread, because there were some super awesome questions being asked.
Yeah.
People just wanting to be cut a check. People wanting to understand, okay, how are they going to give us what, and how what do we need to sign up for?
Yes.
How are we going to register? What is the purpose of it? It was just wonderful to
So
just
much
get
knowledge.
these questions answered and rolling, and to be a part of the movement. So we encourage you guys to stay tuned, because we're definitely going to have many more. Spread it out. We know that there is a fund. We know that there is a need to bring people together to find their
Unite.
family members.
Yes.
And to understand who and what their background is, as well as to get the services that perhaps the 1866 West Indian treaties said we were
Yes.
entitled to. How about that? Or maybe even better yet, a combination of everything, and you get to
Yes.
choose, like, I'm going to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, so it doesn't overwhelm the state that everybody's just getting lump sums of cash. Like, I've already got a college education, I don't need free education, but I'd like to get
Yes.
some help with getting a bond so that I can take my construction business to the next level.
Yes.
We need things like that are going to benefit us.
Absolutely. And we have to thank Drama Cat. She's amazing. She is my everything, my business partner, my mentor, my educator, everything. So she was there all the time showing up 97.5 with her amazing
KDEE, the
voice.
most sexy voice on radio.
Yes, and the DJ too. So
Yes,
everybody like put everyone, we thank you and we appreciate you. We gotta unite. For me, it's very important that unity works because
yes.
what they put was in our community is the division. That division has to be out when it comes to working together, doing stuff together, supporting each other. As even Sacramento community, we have to come together to support each other.
Staying on code. It's
from all
time.
walks of life.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's time.
This is our community, regardless. If Black community is strong, every community will be strong. If Asian community is strong, every community will be strong. But we want to build our community so we have a competitive. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
We don't want to be not having what every other community has. So through reparation and equity, that's when we can bridge that gap.
Yeah. Well, I love you. You know, I'm gonna be turning into a pumpkin because I got mommy duties, y'all.
I can go on and on and on.
And time,
we gotta go. Yes, and I gotta.
We're just
go
thankful that we had a great show, and I'm
Yes.
thankful for everyone who made it out and
Yes.
supported. Shout out to Mama Ross.
Yes. Oh
Shout
yeah,
out
Mama
to
Ross was there too.
Marvell.
Yes.
Shout out to
everybody.
Tim, DJ One Gone, aka DJ One Gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Popcorn Lady,
Miss-
Shauna,
Miss Chocolate was in
Sonia
the
was in the building. I wish she
Sonia.
was. We didn't have time. I wanted her to speak as well because she is such a. She has 6 boys, so she was also a community leader and Black Lives Matter. But we had so much going on. The time went so fast.
It was
But we
beautiful.
gotta thank Sonia too for all the work she does. So
Yes.
everybody was so beautiful. We all thank you for even giving us that opportunity to be there at the Obama room, at the African market. It was amazing. It felt like everything was good. So thank you everyone, and people please still get involved and do your survey.
See the survey, you can still scan it.
Yeah.
It's up there.
And register too. So in that way we'll let you know what's going on because this is not gonna now we moved one milestone. This is just a milestone. Now we have to get people involved, even if they would like to see even a task force, and then from task force, if they would like to see what type of program they would like. So there's a lot of
Stay
stuff
tuned.
going
We're
on. We're gonna get you involved.
Yay.
It's not. This is actually the beginning. It's the beginning. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, Chris, for all you do as well. I mean, we gotta give Chris
thank you,
credit
Chris.
for all the stuff he does.
Thank you, Kevin
Yeah.
McCarthy. Thank
Yes.
you, Dr. Flo
Everyone.
Coughlin.
Yes.
Thank you,
Everyone.
Assemblyman.
And thank you, the city mayor too. To be honest, he's the one who set
Especially
up.
thank you, City Mayor.
Yeah, because he initiated this program, and because this is so important too. That's why I think we gotta thank the mayor, our Sacramento Mayor Steinberg. Thank you for initiating this program. We really appreciate you because this is why we're doing the things we do because this was so important initiation. But we're gonna keep it going, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.